Hi everyone, it's Rachel, Radical Soul Untangled. All right, so I'm going to give you your 3-card energy reading real quick using the Light Seers Tarot because it is my favorite. I have such a strong connection with this deck. Just the art, the colors. It might be a sneak peek of what's to come out. Sometimes that happens. A card that flips out in a chunk usually shows up in the actual reading. But yeah, like I was saying, just the colors, the art, the way the people are, it just all really resonates well with me. I just love it. And usually don't like the more contemporary decks, although I'm not like super traditionalist. I'm actually still pretty new at this. I just like the simplicity, you know, of people. What's that? Star. All right, let's see if that one comes out. That would be interesting. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing well. Even if you're not doing well, you're doing a lot better than you probably realize, even if you're not feeling so great right now. Everything will be okay. Everything will be all right. And whatever problems you are going through, they are going to work themselves out for the better, ultimately. Might not be what you had planned for yourself, or for your future, for the direction, for your career, for your family, whatever, but it will work out. Nothing necessarily goes according to plan, and yet it all unfolds beautifully if you allow it. All right, so we're going to do head, heart, and environment. That is still like my favorite spread. All right, I've got the Page of Pentacles. Oh, we've got the Devil, Death and Rebirth. And we've got the Knight of Wands, all in, well, 2 out of 3 in the reverse. So I got the Page of Pentacles. All right, and this person has, I like that the most obvious feature in their attire is kind of like these bright orange pants. So orange for me represents the sacral chakra. That's sexual energy, but that's also creative energy. And they're kind of dancing with this pentacle. So they're kind of getting a feel of what it's like to actually manage their own resources. So this could be somebody that's kind of recently coming into money or is taking the next level up on how to manage their money or other resources. You know, somebody who's not necessarily, it can be somebody who's striking it out on their own for the first time and is trying to manage their resources and learning how to, or like I said, it could be somebody who's kind of like leveling up, like taking a budgeting class, or like I said, recently has more money coming in that they, you know, because of a promotion or something, and or a new side job, like maybe starting a new YouTube channel or Facebook page. And, excuse me. And so they're learning how to manage their resources, their energy, you know, juggle their family life. These are all new skills that they're not mastering, but learning about. And coming out in the upright means kind of like, to me, means like enjoying the process. It's going well. Feeling confident in themselves, you know. There's also some green there. So I like how this has a lot of orange for creativity, like an emphasis on creativity, and a bit of green, you know, green from the trees, but also green here. It's the second most dominant color in that mandala pentacle. And to me, it means they're very heart-centered in this. So they're following their heart. They're kind of following their intuition. They're getting the feel of things. They might be looking to books and other resources telling them how to do things, but they're also following their heart and just getting a good feel for how to do that. And then we have for the heart energy, That's interesting. So we have, you know, death and rebirth. Number 13. I really think this is interesting. This is the one card that I think doesn't feature a person, or at least their face. You know, obviously we have an implied person. We have a cloaked figure, but there's no face, just, you know, cosmos and nature. So kind of, you know, when we physically die, how our bodies, you know, return to the cosmos, return to the earth, you know, sustain plants, and we have kind of like all the chakra colors, but red kind of dominates here. Red meaning like root chakra. So, you know, there's the death, but then there's the falling away of old patterns, old habits, and then a rebirth. So a rebirth, you know, that has a pretty solid foundation. To me, that red means like a solid root chakra to give new life with a stable foundation. And so, but this came out in the reverse. So this could mean that in your heart, you know there's something that needs to die away, but you're still kind of resisting it. You're still kind of fighting it. And for the environment, we have the Knight of Wands, but that came out in the reverse, but I'll just show you upright. So again, this orange, this card definitely, no argument, predominates the orange energy, the creative energy, the sensual and sexual energy. The horse is rearing up, ready to go. You know, she's playing on her drum, and drums are actually, even though wand's energy is considered very masculine, not just because the wand is inherently phallic, but because of that fire energy is generally equated with, you know, yang energy, so masculine energy. But this kind of really shows the integration of the two, because drums are actually, excuse me, considered more of a yin energy, because they really connect you into your body on a very like primal level. You know, you feel those deep drum beats in your body. And she's really enjoying herself. She is rocking out to those drums. She's got the flames around her. Her horse is like geared up and ready to go. She's not quite sitting, but she's not quite standing. You know, she's on her knees, so like she could spring up, you know, as soon as she needs to. But yeah, she's really grooving. But again, this one came out in the reverse. So for me, that means something in your environment, you might be feeling this need to get going, you know, this need to move forward, charge ahead with a new project. Usually this card can also be kind of like an in and out kind of energy. So you may not be feeling in your environment a lot of consistency, maybe from somebody else. Maybe somebody else seems to be inconsistent, where they maybe they flake out on you a lot, or, you know, they change plans on you at the last minute. And so that has you maybe reevaluating if this is for another person, a relationship, your relationship with this person, to the degree that you are involved with them. Because maybe you're quite attached to them, but you really dislike this in and out energy that they subject you to. And you're really trying to, you know, I know a while back we were that Queen of Pentacles, but it was Queen of Pentacles in reverse, if you remember. So now you're Page of Pentacles. So, which in a way, if the Queen is in reverse, you know, the Page could be kind of like an upgrade. And the Page upright could be considered like an upgrade, because you're maybe learning new skills to get you back to that Queen energy, to get that Queen energy flipped upright. So if this is continuing from that last reading, well, not last reading, but that previous reading that I did, where the Queen of Pentacles, I believe, was in the head energy as well, and she was in the reverse. And we have this, I'm not 100% true, right, but I know there was a Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. And I feel like this Page of Pentacles is kind of like an upgrade from that. So you're really maybe trying, yeah, what's coming through to me is that this Knight is somebody in your life that has been kind of in and out. And you're really starting to reevaluate. And you're starting to come to the idea that no matter how much you care about them or love them, you need to, you know, set them free. Detach from them. That doesn't mean you ghost them or you never talk to them again or you have this long, drawn out conversation with them. Like, that's not always necessary. You just maybe realizing that you have to slowly, steadily pull back your energy because, you know, this is very distressing to you. This energy probably got that Queen of Pentacles flipped in reverse last time. And so you're coming to grips with that. You're going to have to reevaluate this relationship. Maybe it's got to be, you know, downgraded a bit. Maybe you just have to pull away because you need to focus. Your heart's telling you you need to focus. You need to pull away from this person. You kind of, I feel like that's why this Death is in reverse, because you're attached to this person, but you realize this person is putting you in a bit of an upheaval. And then we have this Page energy telling you that you're that you're trying to prioritize yourself, your resources, your life, your money, and everything like that. So yeah, I would say overall you need to make yourself the priority. You know, while money and material resources isn't everything, sometimes people aren't where you need them to be for where you are in your life, and you need to pull back your energy from them. If it's a romantic relationship, it doesn't necessarily mean you have to break up, but maybe you have to put things on the back burner, you know, and see how they handle that. So anyway, you know, I'm going to try to flip these again. I'm going to see how these work as clarifiers. Oh my God. Freaking told you. I told you. Wow. All right. That was, remember while I was shuffling, that Wheel of Fortune popped out. And I was like, oh, wouldn't it be interesting? Sometimes that shows up in the reading. And it didn't in the initial draw. But then I'm like, you know what? I want to get some clarifiers on that. And oh my God. And there it is. So Wheel of Fortune. All right, and we have Judgment to clarify this Death in reverse. And we have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse as well to go with this Knight of Wands in reverse. And wow, I really feel like this kind of shows me that I was on the right track. So here we have the Wheel of Fortune. We see that she is balancing on one foot. She's on the edge of a disc. I like that it's T-A-R-O-T, you know, so the same, the beginning and the end, you know, for tarot. So this, it kind of reinforces the cyclical nature of life, and you know, what goes up must come down, or whatever comes around goes around. She's got the dice there, you know, on her, around her neck, you know, for symbol of luck. I think it's even, okay, it's not 2 6s, but, and then I like here how you have this, that she's balanced on one foot, but she's also balancing, it shows that she's balancing her light side and her shadow aspects. So she's not hiding her shadow, she's kind of embracing her shadow and balancing it with her light. She's accepting it instead of rejecting it. And so she can actually, it gives her clarity that allows her to rise above the clouds and see things, you know, from a higher perspective. And Wheel of Fortune, in this case, upright, usually means like a positive turn of luck. So again, like I said, you probably have recently come into a little bit of a windfall. Maybe you're trying to figure out how to pay your, or how to invest. I use the term loosely, but how to prioritize using your stimulus, you know, or you know, you filed your taxes and you got your, you know, you found out you're gonna have a pretty good tax return, and you're thinking, you know, how you're gonna invest that in your future. And for the Death in reverse card, we have Judgment, and I love this Judgment card here. because, and it's in the upright. For me, this Judgment really reinforces, are you in your alignment? You know, she is sitting there and she is, you know, dreaming. In her heart, she knows she's a dancer. Her soul, she's a dancer. Although from this card, I get the impression that she's, you know, maybe mobility challenged. And maybe she's not physically capable of being a dancer, but in her heart, she knows she's a dancer. To me, this Judgment is more like the kind of judgment, a little bit more like a divine judgment, in not from above, but from within, from the divine within you, saying, are you living up to your alignment? Are your actions matching your words? Is your behavior matching your creed, your beliefs, your values? Are you living up to your own values? Or are you compromising yourself for others? And so there's a lot of green here, so that's a lot of heart energy. So really, like, you know, looking within and making sure you're living up to your own standards. And I think that really pairs well. That really does clarify this Death in reverse. You're a little conflicted, but so you have to go within and determine whether or not you're in your own alignment. And we have here the Page, or the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. So Page of Pentacles, we see that there's a door with the 5 pentacles. Usually it's kind of shown as a church. And here we have this person that looks, you know, withdrawn, down and out. And it feels left out, like that this door is a huge barrier. But we have this key. It's pretty obvious. It's right there. Even though it's big, she could probably pick it up and use it, but she might be focused on, so, you know, 5 of Pentacles is the left out in the cold kind of energy, or, you know, financial reversal or something like that. So this really echoes the Page of Pentacles. If this is a different person, not your Knight of Wands energy, but somebody else who is, you know, financially unstable, and they're not seeing that key for the fact that they can actually unlock their own potential, you know. So they're kind of still stuck in this illusion of, I don't have enough money, you know, can you help? I need you to help me out. I need somebody else to, you know, I need to borrow money. I need to, and it's like a constant theme in their life, you know. I need you to spot me a few dollars, or I need you to, you know, and you feel like you're not getting enough back. This is also telling me that there's, again, this person's a lot of in and out energy, very fickle and very inconsistent, and that this 5 of Pentacles is them not quite reciprocating with you. There's not a balance in the material, you know, so you're feeling kind of drained, and you're so, but you're, instead of feeling stuck in that feeling of drain, something, I feel like there's been a big turn of fortune for you that's, again, made you reevaluate your resources and go like, hey, I'm the one with the resources, I'm the one with the money, I'm the one with the place to live and all that, you know. And this person is in and out a lot. They're not contributing, because it doesn't have to be like an equal contribution, like you know, like you pay your half the bills, I pay my half the bills. You pay for 50% of the internet, I pay for 50% of the internet. It doesn't have to be 50-50. You're just not seeing them put in the effort of contributing what they clearly can, because they're so preoccupied, and not that they don't have enough. They're very preoccupied by having what we call like a lack mentality. I don't have enough, and I'll never have enough. I can't take care of myself. I can't. You know, even though the key is right there, you know. And and even if they see the key, they're like, well, that key's really big. Well, that key's really heavy. Well, look how big and heavy the door is. I bet I'll never be able to turn that key on my own. So there's always an excuse, not because their heart isn't in it. Let me say, their heart's not in it, but not for the reasons you think. There's just a barrier in their thinking. They can't see beyond this, so they feel stuck. And so you're kind of reevaluating, hey, I love this person, but I am probably going to have to, you know, support them with love, but maybe not as much with resources, because I need to stay in my alignment. I need to stay in my integrity. And staying with a person stuck in this mindset, in this, you know, in and out energy, is really starting to drag me down. And I don't want, and I had that person dragging me down. I was the Queen of Pentacles a few days ago. Now I'm the Page of Pentacles. Now I'm getting the handle of my resources, because now my luck is turning around. I'm feeling like I'm on an upswing, and I want to ride that. So maybe it's time to pull back. So anyways, I said this was going to be a 3-card reading, but really felt compelled to do that. And like I said, sometimes the cards, when they flip out during the shuffle, they often, not every time, but they often reemerge later in the reading. So, I mean, not saying it's magic, but it might be magic. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If it resonates with you, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe any videos. Follow me on Facebook at A Radical Soul Entangled, or at One Rad Soul. I also have an Instagram page at A Radical Soul Entangled, and I usually post like 1-card draws there. And yeah, so anyway, I hope this resonated with you, and just keep watching. I'm growing this channel, and I'm really enjoying this. So thank you so much for all your love and support. I wish you all the best. Take care.